Arian, how you doing?
Everything's everything. How's everybody on PKA, man? It's been a minute.
Been good. Been good.
Doing good. Have you been on even since? Not even since Kyle's had his whole prison debacle. Like it's
I'm out the loop, man. Put me in the loop.
Yeah,
man.
Kyle's had prison and cancer since you've last been on. So welcome to the
busy. I'm a productive kind of guy. All right, prison and cancer. All right.
Well, I mean, feel me? You prison. Let's start with the prison. I guess that's the lighter.
Yeah. So I had marijuana charges.
You can do the fast forward.
I had marijuana charges going back like 3 years ago. I had half an ounce of marijuana. And
where do you live? Where do you live again?
Georgia.
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay.
So I had to do 2 months in federal prison for that and pay a bunch of fines and shit.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
And the guns. That's
it. Yeah, and like $500,000 in property, that sort of thing.
That's no joke.
Yeah, that sucks.
That's an expensive half ounce of marijuana.
I'm about to say.
Hey Kyle, do you ever regret it?
No. No, you got to live your life. All right.
So do you still smoke?
Oh, never.
So yeah, Kyle's on.
I'm on probation still. I got 2 years of probation, so I was.
There's at least a dozen ATF officers listening right now.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. I was getting drug tested up until like 2 months ago or something like that, like very regularly, like maybe once every 10 days or something like that for months and months and months.
And even now there's a slim chance, right? Maybe.
Yeah, they can test me anytime they want. I'm just not on the regular scheduled testing program.
Yeah. So best to wait until probation's over. Parole?
Well, we can jump.
What are you on?
Probation.
Yeah, I've been told parole doesn't even exist anymore.
Oh.
And then I got cancer in my eye. Found that like a month or two ago, and so I just got the stitches out today. So it's still a little fucked up. I was gonna wear an eye patch because we were joking about it, but the doctor told me not to because I just got the stitches out today. But it looks pretty good. He did a great job. You can just see a little bit of a cut right there.
Mm-hmm.
You look better with the eye patch.
So it was eye cancer, and it was not eye cancer.
On the eyelid. Yeah.
Eyelid cancer.
Right where the eyelash would grow out is where the cancer was. So they cut a wedge out of his eyelid and sewed it back together. So they had clean margins. You've probably heard that before.
Right.
Yeah, it was fun.
So I mean, you're cancer free as of right now.
Yeah. I found that out like 3 hours ago. I am a cancer survivor. Kyle Strong, hashtag Kyle Strong. You can buy your shirts on the PKA store. Never. And
we do need that. My goodness.
We can sell a decent number of Kyle Strong shirts.
I'll get on that.
Prison and cancer.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah. Me and Woody haven't had cancer or been to prison in the meantime.
Yeah, pussies.
As far as I know.
Boring life y'all live.
I know.
Taylor, we might have cancer and not know it.
Ooh, fingers crossed.
Just something to worry about. Yeah. The amount of meat I eat, it's just got to be just an absolute sausage grinder of an intestine system I'm working with. That can't be good for when I'm like
colon
50,
cancer.
Right?
That's a good
colon
one to
cancer. I think that's one of the worst ones, right? Pancreatic is like the last boss at the end of the cancer game, like very like Dark Souls level cancer boss is pancreatic, and then like bowel, that'll fuck you up, and then at the bottom of it, like the first boss where it says X to parry and then stab with Y, like it tells you how to beat it. That's the one you got on your eyelid.
Okay, fair enough. Well, I hope you get a more manly cancer than me. As a matter of fact, I'm going to be praying. I'm going to be praying for you to get a manlier cancer than what I got, so you don't look like such a bitch.
You got the tutorial version of cancer.
Jesus.
It's like the part where they tell you how to mount the horse and ride around in a little corral.
Test results. I don't think you talked about them yet.
Yeah, cancer free. They got good margins. That was today. As well as taking the stitches finally out. They had been rubbing on my eyeball for 7 days now. So that was good. She's pulling them out and she's like, let me know if I hurt you. I'm like, bitch, you could take these things out with a fucking angle grinder and I wouldn't complain a bit. Just get them out of my fucking eye.
Because the stitches were on both sides of the eyelid, right? So they were rubbing your eye. Not everyone saw PKN. Okay.
They weren't on the inside of the eyelid, but the problem was they were on the bottom of the eyelid, and so they were like lapping over onto my eyeball. So every time I blinked, it's like scrubbing my eyeball with like those two loose ends of stitch, like that are on the knot. You know,
They're
where they
pokey.
tie the knot.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're pokey.
I don't like thinking about it.
Oh yeah, try to get it off your mind when it's in your eye.
It's the worst place for something to be.
That's what I told her. I was like, I can't think of a worse place for this to be, and I meant it. Like they could have sewn my piss hole up, and I'd have been happier with that. I feel like you get your mind off that.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Sew that bitch up.
As long as you can still pee.
Yeah, right.
Like a catheter or whatever.
We'll put a catheter in my gooch. I don't care. That
oh,
would be
really?
preferable.
In my head, you were just volunteering for a split stream.
Oh, that'd be cool.
So I wanna jump back because Arian with the answer. What's going on? Everything is everything. What's like
everything is everything, man.
See, nobody can even call you on that because it's true.
So I mean, with all of this COVID stuff, I mean, nobody's really doing anything, right? I mean,